The normal process of creating payslip is to go from Forms STP Payroll Events. The STP Payroll Events form opens. In the reporting info, enter the pay period from and to, date of payment, total gross payment and total PAYG amounts for the pay period for all employees. In the Employees section, add the employee details. Select Add Employee. In the Add Employee screen, enter the basic employee details and year-to-date gross amount and PAYG amounts as usual for each employee. JobKeeper payment is treated as an allowance. The principle is to notify the ATO which employees to be selected and eligible to be paid by the employer and to receive JobKeeper benefits. Employers are required to confirm if they are to start the JobKeeper from fortnight 1, that is FN01, which will depend on the start date of the pay period. For example, to qualify for fortnight 1, the start date of the pay period must be on or prior March 30th. If the start of pay period is after the 30th March, the possibility of partial payment of the fortnight 1st of May apply. JobKeeper top-up is when the selected employee's normal pay or already paid with income less than $1,500 per fortnight. They will now get additional top-up amount to be at $1,500 per fortnight. If you are entering JobKeeper top-up, the total gross must also include the total top-up amount included for all the employees. Depending on the frequency type, the gross payment can be checked to add any top-up required. Wages paid will be as normal payroll process. If already paid and STP lodged, you will need to do the full file replacement and amend the pay run or payslips to incorporate the JobKeeper payment as allowance. Otherwise, in the normal circumstances, you will only need to notify the ATO when to start the JobKeeper payment, which in Gov reports allowance, JobKeeper start FN with number depending on the starting date of the pay period and fortnight, and will automatically picked up from the payslip or pay run. When your business is no longer eligible for JobKeeper, you will then need to notify the ATO by confirming that on the payslip is allowance JobKeeper finish. For selected employees with JobKeeper top-up amount to make up for the $1,500 per fortnight, for the initial pay run and each subsequent pay runs until finish. For example, a business is employing 2 staff, John is working 10 hours per week and Jane 5 hours per week with one working director, David. David pays himself $2,000 per fortnight. John gets paid each fortnight approximately $300 and was working throughout the lockdown period. Jane normally gets paid each week approximately $150 but was not working when the lockdown commenced. David made payments and lodged STP for the business to date and will now need to do full file replacement for previously lodged STP. Go to My Lodgement History. Open STP Lodgement Receipt for period starting 30th March. Click on More to select Full File Replacement. The STP Payroll Events screen appears. You will need to add the allowances to incorporate the JobKeeper entries. Click on the Actions button on David's name and select Edit to add the JobKeeper allowances. In the Edit Employee screen, tick Allowances Year to Date. As David earns more than the JobKeeper payment limit, you will only need to add JobKeeper Start, which will have a 0 figure in the Allowance section, and click Save Changes. Next, for John, click Actions Edit and confirm to make changes. John's ordinary pay stays the same. Now for allowances, add JobKeeper Start and add JobKeeper Top Up and enter the balance to make up the $1,500 per fortnight for JobKeeper payment, and in John's case, the amount of JobKeeper Top Up is $1,200 for the fortnight. Save changes for John. Now you need to update the total gross wages paid for the reporting period to include the additional top-up for John and the total paid withholding. Make a declaration and proceed to lodgement. Thus, the JobKeeper entries for previously lodged reports will now be added for lodgement via full file replacement. As there was no payment made to Jane during the lockdown period, we will now create new pay run and STP report for Jane for the same pay period and payment date. Go to Forms STP Payroll Events. The STP Payroll Events form opens. Enter the reporting info. In the Employees section, Select Rollover Employee from Previous Pay to bring across the employee's information and the year-to-date gross pay and PAYGW. As there was no pay during the lockdown period, year-to-date figures of pay will be the same. Go to Allowances Year-to-Date and click to add JobKeeper Start and add JobKeeper Top-Up and enter the top-up amount of $750, then click Save. Review the details. Enter the top-up amount and total gross payments and enter the appropriate total PAYGW amount. Make a declaration and lodge. This STP will be additional to the previously lodged SDP report for the same reporting period. As John and Jane have top-up amount in the allowance section, each subsequent pay run and STP lodgement to ATO, you will need to add the JobKeeper top-up and the amount in the allowance section of the payslip to be lodged.